Hey, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to talk about smart home ideas, and we're going to get started right now. So a smart home is one that has automation and integration with all of your smart devices. So your phone and your tablet and your computer can control a wide range of devices like your TVs, your smart TVs, your alarm system, your doorbell, your network security, door locks, thermostats, and lighting. And there are a ton of things on the horizon that are going to be integrated. You just wait. Now, a lot of new homes come with these devices already ready to go for you. But there's something you can do if you don't have a new house, if you don't plan on moving. You can smarten up your house. So one of the ones that I use personally is the Ring Video Doorbell. Now, there are other manufacturers, and I won't even say this in front of every product I talk about. I'm going to get it out of the way here, so we'll save some time. But I am not recommending any brand over another. I will tell you what I have, and I love what I have. But there are several manufacturers and several different products, and you can compare them and look online and go through the reviews. Do your homework on them if you want to dive into making your home smart. But the Ring Video Doorbell is, there's a camera. You get an alert when somebody walks up to your door. So even they don't have to ring the doorbell. You get an alert that there's someone there. The camera activates. You can see them on your phone, on the app. You can talk to them. There's a two-way talking or speaking mechanism built in. So you can say, who is it? Or I'm not available, or go away, or for the UPS guy, leave it on the porch, whatever it may be. Really cool communication there. And you can do it away from home. I know you've seen the commercials on TV where intruders, it's always some really creepy looking guy in sweatpants or something, and he's kind of creeping up to the door and going for a package, and you say, hey, get off my porch. And the cameras extend pretty far. They have night vision. They have 1080. There's different models with different quality of cameras, but great product. You can see who's at your house. And even if it's someone that you do know, you can say, hey, Chuck, I'm not at the house right now. I'll be back later. And if you want Chuck to go in, if you borrow Chuck's lawnmower or his, tools or something, and you want to get him back to him and you want to let him in, you trust Chuck. We're going on to product number 2, which I also have, which is the smart lock. Now, the brand that I use is August Lock. Again, I did my research. I love it. I've had it for about 3 years now, a little over 3 years. And this is my favorite one because I can let people into my house on a temporary basis or a permanent basis. I have family that when they come over, I trust them. I want them to be able to come into my house. So I set them up, and when they walk up, as soon as they get into range, my smart lock says, hey, that's Andrea. There really is an Andrea. Hey, Andrea. When she comes over, she knows she can come in. She comes up, her smartphone actually picks it up, and the door opens for her. But you can also set it up to where people have to manually do it with their phones. But it's really cool because let's say you have a housekeeper or, a neighbor that you want to go in and check on your dog or whatever. Now, the cool thing about it is if something comes up missing, it's going to pick up on the doorbell, the video, right? So if your neighbor that you really trust comes in and then he leaves out with your TV, you can see him going out. So you can, handle that accordingly. So again, August Lock is what I use. Awesome product. Highly recommend it. So smart thermostats are really cool because, again, you can control them from your phone. And one is very popular, you probably heard of, is Nest. I don't have one. I'm going to get one. But you can, let's say you're out of town or you're at work and it's a really cold day or if it got cold, you can actually set your thermostat from your phone away from home. So when you get home, you don't walk into a cold house or a super hot house in the summertime. You can set it up to bring that temperature to a comfortable range. So when you get home, you're already comfortable. Same thing with lights. You can do lighting, different colors. Those usually come with a little hub. It's a little device about yay big. And you have the bulbs as well. And you can put, whatever light that you want to control with them. You can turn them off and on. You can set them to random. So if you're away, it looks like somebody's home. So really helpful with additional security there. And speaking of security, there are security systems that kind of cut out the middleman. So ADT and whoever else, Honeywell. There are smart devices where you can, again, control them from away. So if you get a false alarm or a real alarm, you get an alert on your phone, no matter where you are in the world. You're able to turn it off or call the cops. There's a siren, there are video cameras, all kinds of little add-ons you can add as well. So you can pretty much set up a video perimeter of the outside of your house as well as the inside. And those are really helpful because, again, they cut out the middleman, so there's no monthly contract. You can still set it up with a monthly contract, so it calls the cops or the fire department directly. But you got your phone with you at all times, so you can get that alert and you can make that call yourself. Now, one of the things that I have as well, and I have two different versions or two different brands of this device, and it's the voice assistant. So I have an Amazon Echo, which my lovely wife got for me for my birthday a few years back. And I use Alexa. That's Alexa. I use it all the time. So it's basically, think of doing a Google search. That's the other device I have, a Google Home. We have one of those in the bedroom. What's so cool about these things is they integrate with your other smart devices. So you can say, hey, Alexa, unlock the door, or turn on the living room lights, or turn on the sprinkler, or, what's the weather, or, anything that you would type into a search engine, you say it and it basically happens for you. So you could be brushing your teeth and checking the weather or the news. My wife does that every morning. She says, okay, Google, hit me with today's stuff, right? And Google starts telling her everything that's happening out in the world. And then if it's a story she's not interested in, she'll say, next. Hey, Google, next. And Google will say, okay, cool. Let's swipe on to the next story. Also, it plays music. So you can just say, if it integrates with all of the online music and your iTunes library, if you have one, you can just say, hey, I feel like hearing some Bobby Womack. And Alexa will go find Bobby Womack on Pandora or Spotify and start playing it for you. Now, all of these devices are connected to the internet. You definitely want to have, and you probably already have this on your computer, like your Norton or your McAfee or whatever kind of antivirus kind of network security that you have. There are also devices that you can buy, hardware devices, very small little units, like this one, that encrypt your information, notify you of any kind of attacks or phishing. And you can also, what's really cool about this for the parents out there, you can control and block certain websites that you don't want your kids to have access to, and control the times of day when they can access the internet as well. So tie it all together, get you some security for your router and your Wi-Fi, and that way you'll be safe from any harmful attacks. And the last thing I'll say about having a smart home is, especially with the thermostat, the lock, the security system, and the doorbell, they add value to your home. So when you are going to refinance, or if you're selling your home, these are very attractive features to have, and buyers look at it as another expense that they don't have to incur if they want a smart home. So there it is. I hope you found this video informative and interesting. If you like this, please click on the subscribe button below, like, comment. I always get back to everyone who comments, and I appreciate all of my subscribers. And I put out a video every Wednesday, so you'll get a notification. If you subscribe and hit the little bell icon, you'll get a notification every time I post a new video. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, and have a great week.